welcome to GTV Breakfast Sports. And yes, I'm wearing blood red. Today's World Blood Donor Day. We just had a demonstration of the exercise, well, some sort. So go to the hospital near you and try to donate blood so that we can beef up the blood bank. But there's a lot happening in sports in the local and international front. I am multi-sided, Sadiq. We're looking at the Black Stars in training ahead of the AFCON. Also, we'll be doing some international football. Then we'll bring you some tennis and a shooting that happened in an NBA championship. Let's start off though with unfortunate news because our players, some of them are missing out in the 2023 AFCON qualifiers. AJ Ozer, that's defender Gideon Mensah, has been ruled out of Ghana's 2023 AFCON qualifier against Madagascar due to a knee injury. Now, the player reported to camp on Monday but could not join training after assessment by the medical team. Gideon Mensah, who plays for Auxerre, reportedly sustained that injury during the season, but his club managed it conservatively until the end of the season. However, upon further evaluation in the Ghanaian camp, the medics are saying that it will be best for him to be excused from the game in order to avoid aggravating the injury whilst he undergoes treatment. Meanwhile, the head coach of the Black Stars, Chris Hilton, has been speaking to the press.
Both of them as yes. I mean, the situation with Gideon is that Gideon his club have been managing an injury that he has. So, but this is somebody that's been playing in all of the games, and maybe some of that is because his team were obviously in a very difficult position. Sometimes you get a feel from a player who is maybe not so confident in coming, or a player who wants to come. You know, Gideon wanted to be here, and that's a good sign, and that goes back to the first question. You know, this is somebody that wanted to be here in camp. So it was our responsibility to assess him, to assess where he is at the moment with the medical information, and come to a conclusion. And the conclusion is that probably at this stage, we didn't want to risk him. You know, this is post-season. He has, as with all of the players, they have a pre-season to go back to at the start of another season, and we felt it wasn't right to risk him. The second part of that is at this moment we haven't brought a replacement in. We will work how we will work this week. If we feel different, you know, after these few days, then we will assess that again, and perhaps somebody that will be in a standby situation. But at this moment, we are not bringing in a replacement. Obviously, as regards our plans, is that the biggest part of management is having to be adaptable. You know, this would not be the first camp. Again, that we've had players that we expected to be here that couldn't be here for whatever reason, injury mostly. So this is always part and parcel of it. That's why we have the squad that we have. And for what we always say, for somebody that potentially might have been a starter.
And that was Coach Chris Hilton. Now, the Under-23 tournament happening in Morocco, the Vice President of the Ghana Football Association, GFA, Mark Addo, has paid a visit to the Black Meteors in Cairo as they kick off the pre-tournament camp at the base yesterday. Now, the team arrived in Cairo on Monday and held their first training session to commence preparation for the Under-23 tournament in Morocco next week. Vice President Mark Addo urged the team to strive at all costs and triumph.
Ghana. In Ghana, we just don't qualify. We win. You know, it's not about when we are playing tournaments, you say, oh, we qualified. Gone are the days. Qualification was just given. It was about a cup. And that's the mentality that we should have. We have some of the best players on the continent, if not the world. People are talking about Senegal. Listen, we have some of the best players in the continent in Ghana here, and you know it. But to be able to accomplish your goals in terms of where you are now, you have to be humble. You have to be humble to die for each other, to fight for each other, to fight for every ball. You know, people talk about Morocco in the World Cup. Morocco is not the most talented team, but what did you see on that pitch that day? Somebody tell me, what did you see on that pitch on that day when they were playing the World Cup? What was so unique about them? I want one word. What was that? What? Dedication, commitment. They were willing to scrap and chase every shadow on the pitch. To me, if you are able to do that, if you are humble enough to fight for each other and to die for each other on that pitch, no matter where you are, and to play, to leave everything on that pitch, we will make it, because we have the talent, we have the capability. Your coaches will give you all the direction, all the instructions, all the strategy, all the tactics, but the most important thing is it boils down to commitment, humbleness, and execution on that day. That is what is going to make us the best of the best. We want to write your name in history. This is it. If you want your name written in history, this is it. This is the AFCON. And Chairman, this is the first time we're playing, or the second time, the 23. Second time we're playing. So we have to make it. It's not just about representing. You've gotten there already. We expect that. Now we have to bring something bigger. You have to put your name down in history that you've made it. So I will not spend too much time. I know you guys are in a hurry. So on behalf of the President, the FA, and also on behalf of the Executive Council, I wish you well. I wish you Godspeed. And I know that the whole country is yearning for something special to come from you. The whole country is hoping for something special from you. And I know, inshallah, with God's grace, you guys will make it all proud. Thank you and good luck.
And inshallah, with God's grace, our Meteors will triumph. And, well, Senegal, they are good, though, but let's see. We still wish them the best of luck. And trust that GTV Breakfast Sports will bring you all the happenings in Morocco with the Under-23 tournament. Now, Kylian Mbappe, if you're a social media person, you hear the reports about his sale. Now, he has reacted to those alleged reports that he's being sold to Manchester United and that he's not been asked to leave Paris. Real Madrid this summer, as quote-unquote lies, adding that he is very happy with the French champions. And Vinicius Jr.'s home country, Brazil, have agreed to play Spain in a friendly match next year as part of an anti-racism campaign in support of the player following a series of abuse he has suffered in the La Liga. The game will be played at the Bernabeu, home of Vinicius' club side, that's Real Madrid. Vinicius was a target of racist abuse multiple times in Spain while he played for Real in the past campaign. Nip racism in the bud in international football. Let's do tennis. American Venus Williams' return to grass court action ended in defeat by Celine Neifeld, the Libema Open in the Netherlands. The 42-year-old former world #1 lost 3-6-7.